Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of JLD Reactions. Today we're going to be watching Doctor Who Season 3, Episode 14, entitled The Last of the Time Lords, or Last of the Time Lords. So last week's episode was a really good episode. We have the Master, who is back. I looked him up, and yes, it turns out that the Master is a classic Who villain, antagonist. And I'm sure you guys already knew that, but I did not know that. So this is really cool. I'm really glad that they're introducing Time Lords. I feel like somebody told me that Russell T Davies, or one of the creators, specifically killed off all the Time Lords, or most of the Time Lords, because they didn't want to overwhelm the audience. But I thought that was a really bad choice. Think of all the stories that they could have come up with. Time Lords versus Time Lords, Think of how complex it could have been. That would have... Think of all the stories that they missed out on because they did that. But, the show's still good, but I just keep thinking, wow, that's a lot of really good stories that could have been made. Okay, guys, let's get started. But before we do, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Also, you can get the full reaction to this video and to other videos on Patreon. 1 year later? My God. Wow, a whole year passed? And Martha's like she's gonna be a completely different woman now.
What's your name then?
Tom Milligan. No need to ask who you are. Famous Martha Jones. How long since you were last in Britain?
365 days. It's been a long year.
So what's the plan?
This Professor Doherty, I need to see her. Can you get me there?
She works in a repair shed, Nuclear Plant 7. I can get you inside. What's this all for? What's so important about her?
Sorry, the more you know, the more you're at risk.
There's a lot of people depending on you. You're a bit of a legend.
What does the legend say?
You sailed the Atlantic, walked across America, that you're the only person to get out of Japan alive. Martha Jones, they say, she's going to save the world.
Wow, he's been there for a year?
It's ready to rise, Doctor. The new Time Lord Empire. It's good, isn't it? Isn't it good? Anything? No? Anything?
Wow, he's in a catatonic state.
Oh, but they broke your heart, didn't they? Those Toclafane. Ever since you worked out what they really are. They say
Daleks.
Martha Jones has come back home. Now, why would she do that?
Leave her alone.
But you said something to her, didn't you? On the day I took control. What did you tell her?
I have one thing to say to you. You know what it is.
Oh, no, you don't.
Valiant now entering Zone 1 airspace. Citizens rejoice.
People, what are we doing?
That was so
Launch day
funny.
in 24 hours.
Oh, at least she's alive. I thought they were dead. So they've been working with the Doctor as slaves. And now they're trying to do something. Communicating with each other.
Morning, Tits. Smell that sea air.
Oh, they're gonna torture
For
him?
good old British fish and chips. Yeah. What do I get? Cold mashed Swede. Some hotel. Last time I booked over the internet.
I would hate to be Jack.
Repeat, condition red.
Huh?
Oh, I see.
I told you. I have one thing to say.
Oh, here we go again.
Isomorphic controls.
Ugh.
Which means they only work for me.
Ooh, he beats his
Like
companion.
this. Say sorry.
Sorry.
Didn't you learn anything from the blessed Saint Martha?
He reversed him to a baby. Oh, to a little... Into a little golem! Oh my god.
Received and understood, Miss Jones.
Well, hey, at least he's not a giant slug person. Like I thought, like I used to think he was gonna be. I knew he wasn't gonna be a slug because people were like, "No, he's a 900-year-old man." I was like, "Oh, okay." But before I knew that, I was like, "Well, his real form might be a slug," but he looks so old and shriveled and pathetic. Sad. This companion's so weird. Oh my god. Weird. It's kind of weird to see the Doctor like that. I'm not gonna lie. It's weird. Weird. He just looks so
Kinda scary.
Then stop.
Once the Empire is established, and there's a new Gallifrey in the heavens, maybe then it stops.
What is it?
Oh my god.
Humans?
It's alive.
Ugh.
Martha Jones.
Knows you.
Sweet, kind Martha Jones. You helped us to fly.
What do you mean?
You led us to salvation.
Who are you?
The skies are made of diamonds.
What?
You can't be him.
The skies are made of diamonds.
All the people in the
We
Utopia?
share each other's memories. You sent him to Utopia.
Oh my god.
What's it talking about? What's it mean?
What are they?
Martha. Martha, tell us, what are they?
They're us.
We can spend a night here if you like.
No, we can get halfway, stay at the slave quarters in Bexley. Professor, thank you.
Oh, and you. Good luck.
Thanks.
She's gonna die.
Martha, could you do it? Could you actually kill him?
Got no choice.
You might be many things, but you don't look like a killer to me.
I mean, after all he's done, I could do it. He's a Time Lord. He's lived long enough. And look what he's done to the whole planet.
Wait, your intent.
Huh?
I have some information for the Master
This putana!
concerning Martha Jones.
This,
I travelled across the world.
I get it,
Ruins
but
of New York
no.
to the fusion mills of China, right across the radiation pit.
Ugh. I can't say that. I mean, I get why she's doing it, but damn.
Of Europe. And everywhere I went, I saw people just like you living as slaves. But if Martha Jones became a legend, and that's wrong because my name isn't important, there's someone else. The man who sent me out there, the man who told me to walk the earth. And his name is the Doctor.
And now, good companion, your work is done.
Ooh. Was he dead?
But you, when you die, the Doctor should be witness. Hmm? Almost dawn, Martha. And planet Earth marches to war.
So, okay, so I'm watching Torchwood 2. Is Torchwood going to remember that Jack went missing for a whole year and the whole Master? Are they going to mention any of this in Torchwood? Because it does take place in the same universe. Or are they just going to pretend like it doesn't, none of this exists? The Master sent them to the Himalayas for a mission, if I remember correctly.
The teleport device, in case you thought I'd forgotten. Now, kneel.
Down below, the fleet is ready to launch. 200,000 ships
Set to burn across the universe.
The Doctor! What? I am so confused. So he like manifests
Stop it.
from their belief?
No, you don't.
Doctor.
Stop this right now. Stop it!
Shoot him.
Doctor.
I've had a whole year.
No, you don't get to say doctor,
into the
lady.
psychic network and integrate with its matrices.
I order you to stop!
The one thing you can't do: stop them thinking. Tell me the human race is degenerate now, when they can do this. I forgive you.
My children. Protect the paradox. Protect the paradox. Protect the paradox.
What is he supposed to be? Is this supposed to be like another Jesus message or something? 'Cause it's like, go and spread the word about the Doctor and think about the Doctor, and the Doctor resurrects from the dead, or nearly from the dead, and forgives the Master, like Jesus forgives humans for our sins. Is that what they're doing? Believe in the Doctor.
Dr. Machine! You men, with me. You stay here. Lost 8 in the morning.
This is Unit Central. What's happened up there? We just saw the president assassinated.
Just after the president was killed, but just before the spheres arrived. Everything back to normal. Planet Earth restored. None of it happened. The rocket, the terror, it never was.
What about the spheres?
Trapped at the end of the universe.
But I can remember it.
We're at the eye of the storm. The only ones who'll ever know.
What?
Oh, hello. You must be Mr. Jones. We haven't actually met.
Whoa, big fella.
Oh,
You don't want
kill
to
him.
start. Cuffs.
Oh, well, I guess everything that, I guess everything he did kind of like, well, he did kill the president, the Master. He should be put to death. He's just too much of a risk. He's too dangerous. We've seen what he did when he slaughtered 1/10 of the world's population. We know what he's capable of. He did it. It doesn't just erase because time went backwards. He must be destroyed. He must die. We must kill the Master.
Regenerate!
How about that?
I win.
I keep thinking they're gonna kiss.
Will it stop, Doctor? The drumming. Will it stop?
Yes.
And what about me? Can you fix that? Will I ever be able to die?
Nothing I can do. You're an impossible thing, Jack.
Been called that before.
That would suck.
Sir?
What if you, like, decapitate him and then, like, smash his head up into little tiny pieces? Or cremate the body?
But I keep wondering, what about aging? Because I can't die, but I keep getting older. The odd little gray hair, you know? What happens if I live for 1,000,000 years?
I really don't know.
Okay, vanity, sorry. Yeah. Can't help it. Used to be a poster boy when I was a kid, living in the Beauchesne Peninsula. Tiny little place. I was the first one ever to be signed up for the Time Agency. They were so proud of me. The face of Beau, they called me.
What the fuck?
I'll see you.
Oh, now it makes sense. Oh my god! Wow! Oh wow! Okay, because remember I went on a whole rant about the face of Bo, and like I was like, his character didn't have a point. I don't get it. Why they kept showing him? I don't get it. Why do they keep showing this guy? Doesn't mean anything. And now we know that that's Jack aged a million freaking years, or even longer, 5 billion years, whatever. The end of the earth.
I mean, he liked her. That was it. And she wasted years pining after him, years of her life. Because while he was around, she never looked at anyone else. And I told her, I always said to her time and time again, I said, get out. So this is me, getting out. Keep that. Because I'm not having you disappear. If that rings, when that rings, you better come running. You got it?
Got it.
I'll see you again, mister.
What?
What?
Is that the Titanic? I was just watching a documentary about Lindsay Ellis on YouTube about is Titanic really a good movie? And yes, it is a good movie. I love fucking Titanic. Okay, guys, that was a great episode. I love that episode. I really loved. And usually I'm not. You got to use this very, like, time lapse, you got to use that very carefully, and I think they used it correctly here. I really like the idea of Martha going off and traveling around the world for a year and having her own adventure and becoming this really strong person. Not that she wasn't strong before, but she found herself without the doctor by her side. She was able to hold her own without the doctor. And that's the thing about Martha. That's where Martha and Rose are just very different characters, I think. I think Martha seems like she has much higher self-esteem than Rose. Definitely. I think Martha just got infatuated with the doctor. But notice she never said that she was in love with the doctor. She said she loves the doctor. But Rose never said she was in love with the doctor either. You would think they were in love with him, but it was cool to see that she, got out. Like she said. That was cool. The master, I get why the doctor wanted the master to stick around because he just didn't want to be alone. But at the same time, it's like, dude, you know what he's capable of. Like, he's too dangerous. He's got to die. You have to put him to death. And also, you know what, Time Lord, Doctor, I feel like if you're 900 years old, like, isn't that long enough? Like, couldn't you just, like, kill yourself and just be put out of your misery? Oh, man, and speaking of living forever, the revelation that Jack is the face of Bo. Ugh. They were all happy and giggly about it, but I just felt really bad for Jack, knowing that he's never going to die. He's eventually going to die, but he's going to live trillions of years, even more than that, however many trillions upon trillions of years, until he dies. Or is it 5 trillion years in the future? I don't remember. But, wow. Man, I just don't believe that. But I wish they hadn't reversed the year backwards a year. I wish they would have just kept it forward a year. I think that would have been better because it would have been much more interesting in season 4 to deal with the repercussions of what happened. I feel like this show, and I guess Buffy kind of does the same thing, so I guess I can't complain too much. But this show kind of does what Buffy does. They'll have this big world event, and then the next season, it'll be like it just never happened, or people will like casually mention it, but it's like it never really happened. And I get why they did it in this one because they erased it. So But you can't erase the Christmas invasion and a whole bunch of other episodes where aliens revealed themselves. You know. But anyway, guys, that was a great episode. I think I'm going to go with a 9 for that episode. At first, I was teetering on like an 8.5. But then for some reason, that ending, when Martha left the doctor, and even though I'm going to be sad to see her go, I didn't know she was going to leave this year. I knew she was going to leave eventually, but I thought she was going to leave next season. To see her up and leave the doctor, and the Time Lord dying, the performance that David Tennant gave holding the doctor, it was a very intimate scene. I really thought they were going to kiss. I really did. I thought they were going to kiss. Like, I guess maybe that's what David Tennant used as his substitution. He was imagining his wife was dying or something. I don't know, because I really felt some sexual tension there, and I know I'm not the only one who felt a little sexual tension. Not saying that David Tennant's attracted to men. I'm just saying that he could have used his wife. He could have been thinking about his wife. Who knows? Because that's what I got from their relationship. And the way the other actor was looking into his eyes, it was like they just looked like they were in love with each other or something. Which worked. Actually, it worked for the scene. Because, I mean, of course he loves him. He has no choice but to love him. He's the last Time Lord. Interesting. Good episode, guys. Nice solid 9. I really enjoyed that episode. I'm eager to see what season 4 is going to happen. Oh, no, and that means we only have one more season with David Tennant. Because I know we get the other guy. The guy with the very interesting look. So I know we're going to end up with him in series 5, I think. So I think we got one more season with David Tennant. And, yeah. Okay, guys, that was fun. I will see you guys in the next episode. Ciao.